Our next technology is both mind-blowingly cool, as well as something that very shortly any one of us can own and use at work, home, or school. Please welcome to the stage Rami Param, the CEO and founder of MUV Interactive.
Hey, Brian.
Welcome
Great
to
to be
Aipac, Rami.
here.
So, I'm sure you get this question a lot. What is that on your finger?
We call it bird.
Bird. People show me the bird a lot when I'm driving.
So that's a different, much friendlier bird. Actually, that's a new generation of interface between us and our machines. This is really a Bluetooth-connected device, packed with technology, and it can actually sense everything your fingers are doing in space.
So what do you mean sensing your fingers in space?
So we can sense you on different levels. First of all, we know exactly where you are within the room. We know what you're touching. We know your proximity to certain objects. We know where you're pointing at. We can sense your hand posture, your hand gestures, literally anything.
Okay. Let's just show this to everybody, because I want to see how this works,
With pleasure.
I think on the back wall, we're able to put a projection, and let's see how the bird works.
So here we're projecting my regular laptop on this screen, and now that's a 3D animated model, and all I have to do is just lift my hand, and then I can manipulate this content from thin air, watching it from different directions. Now, in addition, because we know exactly where you are, if I want to zoom in or out to the screen, all I have to do is just pinch the object and pull it towards me or push it away from me using our depth sensing to interact with the content.
Wow.
You like it?
I like it.
It only gets better. So this one is an electronic magazine.
Okay.
And now I can really use my hand gesture here to flip the pages of the book, and you can see it's really like I'm touching the pages themselves. It's like grabbing this paper from a distance and moving it around. Now, wait here, I want to show you something.
You're leaving me?
No, Brian, I will never leave you. So remember I told you we can know what you're touching?
Okay.
So we can actually take any surface, including our tables, our walls, our kitchen drawers, including this fabric, and just turn it into one huge touchscreen. Now, this is not a touchscreen. This is just a regular fabric, and I'm using my hands here to manipulate those content using multi-touch interaction from thin air, supported from any point around this room.
This is like Tom Cruise in Minority Report. You're using two of them right now.
Sorry?
You're using two of them at once.
Yeah, I'm using two.
So you can use more than once?
Yeah, it's like Tom Cruise, but only this is reality. This is not Hollywood production studios.
So can multiple people in a room use them?
So that's an important point, because we're not supporting only one person controlling the screen. We're supporting up to 10 users scattered around the room, controlling the same shared screen together. So just like Facebook socialized our private networking life, we are socializing our day-to-day interactive scenarios. So imagine business presentation or collaboration sessions. Imagine designers, architects, engineers thinking and creating together. Imagine teachers engaging students from their seats to interact with the content together with them to create a whole new learning experience. And imagine kids running around playing with the same screen as opposed to each and every one stuck in his head in his own smartphone.
How does something that small sense all these things?
So actually, it's a result of hard work for 4 years. We've actually been able to converge 10 different sensing technology into this small device. It took us lots of time, and we were working with the best engineers Israel has to offer. But eventually, we are using here capacitive sensing together with optic sensing and inertial sensing, acoustic and proximity sensors, and others. And those sensors send us tens of thousands of numbers every second. And those numbers tell us a story about what you're doing.
And how close to market is this?
We just entered mass production a month ago, and we're going to start shipping orders 3 months from now.
How much?
How much? That's the question, yeah. So we're launching it for a couple $100, which is already way more affordable than any other solution out there. And we're working to bring it down dramatically for the masses.
And where did you get this idea from in the first place?
So it was just a regular night 4 years ago. My brother and I were watching a TED Talk. We have this kind of habit. And I remember one of the topics was so interesting and futuristic, but the presenter was using a regular clicker to go through boring slides. And I was thinking, no way, that's the best idea humanity came up with for interacting with content. And surely we can do so much better. So a month after, I quit my job and founded MUV.
So most of us would look at a TED Talk and be impressed. You looked at a TED Talk and said, this is lame, I can do better. That's very Israeli of you.
Yeah, well, you know.
Right?
Yeah, I think it has lots to do with the Israeli culture. You see, while other countries might be emphasizing following the rules or respecting authority, we are emphasizing challenging authority. We are raising kids that once they see a situation or a device, they immediately think, I can do it better, and how can I do it better? You know, just like Ben-Gurion said, I'm the prime minister of 4 million prime ministers. I think this sentence reflects perfectly what's going on in my country. And And if I may add, personally, on a personal level, that I think this kind of creativity helped building this country in its early days, and I think that modern pioneers are entrepreneurs, just like us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rami Parham of Move, MUV Interactive.
Thank you.